Broadcasting live from the Meridics via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Fordyce Center in Bellevue. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network. Welcome back from the holiday break. We hope it was a good one for you. And welcome to the start of the final 2 weeks of the 2024-2025 GNASH regular season. And tonight, it doesn't get much bigger than this. Finally, 314 days after they played each other in the greatest two-game Predators Cup final in history, Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb and Ravenwood finally meet again in the regular season. And the GNASH Cup regular season championship is at stake. If Ensworth win the game or it ends in a tie, the Ice Tigers finish the regular season. Yes, they are finishing the regular season tonight with the GNASH Cup. But if Ravenwood win, then all they would need from their last two games is one win and one tie to take the trophy themselves. So the GNASH Cup will either be in the hands of Ensworth at the end of this one, or it will be tilting in Ravenwood's direction because their last two games are against Indy and Station Camp, and it would be very favorable for them. All right, we've got two finals from tonight in the books, so let's go over the final scores. First of all, the final score from the last game before the holiday break, December 16th, Station Camp Liberty Creek beat Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian 6-2. And Station Camp begin 2025 with a win. The Bison tonight beat JP2MLK 6-4, and that means that the last spot in the Predators Cup is going to potentially come down to the last week of the regular season. I say potentially because if the so it could potentially come down to goal difference between the Outlaws and Station Camp. If the Outlaws lose by 6 goals to Centennial on Wednesday night, Station Camp will actually clinch that last Predators Cup berth because the Outlaws will be finished with their regular season schedule after Wednesday. And Station Camp still have one more game against Ravenwood on January 29th. So we could have a crazy finish to the race for that last Preds Cup spot. And the other final from tonight so far, Father Ryan, a senior night win for the Irish as they beat Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 4-3. And that means that the Montgomery County Rangers can still actually get the 7th seed for the Hein Cup. But they first have to beat Independence on Wednesday night, and I don't see that happening. Right now, over at Centennial on Rink B, we've got Brentwood taking on Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian. Last game of the regular season for the Bruins. Senior night game for Indy. It is 3-2 Brentwood in the second. And no surprise, Indy let catcher Grayson play the first half of the game to get a senior night start. Now Trent Pavlik has gone in goal to get his senior night play in. Maybe that'll change things for Indy. Maybe they did go down 2-0 in this game and came back to tie it 2-2 before Callahan Fielder scored to put them back up 3-2, or put Brentwood back up 3-2. Besides this game, over on Rink A at Centennial at 8:35, Montgomery Bell taking on Franklin. MBA will clinch a Preds Cup berth if they win that game, or if it ends in a tie, or, hold on now, I'm trying to calculate goal difference in my head. I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to keep track of that one. I think NBA's current goal differential when it comes to the GNASH Cup tiebreaker is +20, but they have 3 games left. Tonight against Franklin, 2 weeks from tonight against Mount Juliet, and January 30th against Summit, which is the last game of the regular season for everybody. So I'm trying to think. I think they can only give up 10 goals in the last 3 games. Of course, that is if they lose all 3. But again, if they just get a point, if they just get a tie out of Franklin tonight, they'll be in the Preds Cup. All right. Let's talk about the two teams playing our featured game tonight, Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb and Ravenwood. First up, we'll talk about the Ice Tigers, coached by Tim McAllister. This is their last game of the regular season tonight. They come into tonight. Actually, no. I need to go over the standings, don't I? That's the other thing I need to do. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb leading at 12-0-2, 12 wins, no losses, 2 ties. Ravenwood in second at 10-1-1. Hendersonville Beach Lawson 9-3-1. JP2MLK with a loss tonight, now 9-4-0. Franklin 9-3-0. Montgomery Bell 7-3-2. Summit Page 7-3-1. The Outlaws and Station Camp are now both at 6-6-2. The standings page on the GNASH website has the Outlaws ahead on goal difference, but they're calculating all goals scored and all goals allowed. When it comes to the GNASH tiebreaker, GNASH goal difference tiebreaker, there is a caveat. If a team wins a game by 6 or more goals, wins or loses a game by 6 or more goals, the goals that they scored or allowed are only counted up to the margin of 6. So I'll give you an actual example from this season. Ravenwood beat Brentwood 9-0 back on September 18th, but only 6 of those goals would be counted towards Ravenwood's official tiebreaker goal differential. So the official tiebreaker goal differential for the Outlaws is +2. 45 goals scored, 43 allowed. They beat the Rangers 12-2 on October 30th, but only 8 of those goals count towards goals scored when it comes to the official tiebreaker differential or official goal differential tiebreaker. Station Camp Liberty Creeks is now +3. 50 scored, 47 allowed. So they're actually ahead of the Outlaws in that. Again, the Outlaws and Station Camp, the game between them finished in a 2-2 tie back in November. Father Ryan now in 10th at 5-8-1. By the way, that Station Camp win also means that whichever one of those 4 teams still vying for those last 3 Preds Cup spots, NBA, Summit, the Outlaws, and Station Camp, whichever one of those 3 doesn't get it, they will finish 9th, be in the Hind Cup, but they will be the Hind Cup 1 seed. So there's a consolation prize for that. Rutherford Rampage 5-9-0, Centennial FRA 4-9-0, Independence BA USN, Nashville Christian 3-8-1, Brentwood 3-10-1, Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill now 1-10-2 after the loss tonight, and the Montgomery County Rangers are now 0-13-0. Are 0-13-0. Geez, they haven't played since they got beat by Station Camp last month. Now we can talk about the 2 teams playing tonight's game. First up, Ensworth, coached by Tim McAllister. I'm not sure where the officials are. That's who we're waiting on. We're waiting on the officials. Ensworth's last 5 games coming into tonight, dating back to November 15th, 1-1 tie with the Outlaws. November 18th, 3-3 tie with NBA. November 20th, 3-0 win over JP2. That clinched them their Preds Cup berth. December 2nd, 6-1 win over Brentwood. December 9th, a 2-0 win over Summit Page, where they got outshot 35-10, but Bingston Soundara turned away all 35 shots that Summit threw at them. So here are their stats coming into tonight. Spencer Kern, the leading scorer, he has 18 points from 9 goals and 9 assists. Trex Hooper with 17 points from 15 goals and 2 assists. Lucas Tarquin, 15 points from 7 goals and 8 assists. Henry Cravens, 14 points from 6 goals and 8 assists. Jackson Malleus Mayer, 12 points from 7 goals and 5 assists. Hudson Honeybone with 11 points from 6 goals and 5 assists. Logan Campbell, 11 points from 7 goals and 4 assists. Charlie Bonnert with 7 points from 3 goals and 4 assists. Emmett Zakos with 6 points from 2 goals and 4 assists. Beckett Adams and Jack Stooner each have 5 points from a goal and 4 assists. Weston Herringer with 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. Henry Esser with 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Heath Hewdy with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Clayton Forbes, a point from an assist. Will Copeland and Joseph Simonetti each with a point from a goal, and Logan Green is a point from an assist. All skaters for Ensworth have notched a point this season. Everybody out on the ice, including the officials. Bingston Soundara has played in 7 games. 6 of those were starts. His record is 5-0-1. He's played 272 minutes, goals against average of .17. 5 shutouts. He's allowed 1 goal on 136 shots, turned away the other 135. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .993. He has a point from an assist. Ruben Allen has played in 7 games. All of those were starts. His record 6-0-1. He's played 273 minutes, goals against average of 1.48, 1 shutout. He's allowed 9 goals and 77 shots, turned away the other 68. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .883. He has 2 points from assists. On to Ravenwood, coached by James Gately. 10-1-1 coming into tonight. As we look over the results of their last 5 games. Dating back to November 18th when they beat Franklin 9-5. December 2nd, they beat Centennial 4-1. 2-2 tie with Summit on December 4th. 8-6 win over Hendersonville on December 11th. And a 4-0 win over Father Ryan on December 13th. So here are their stats coming into tonight. Cooper Hill, the leading scorer, with 29 points from 18 goals and 11 assists. Keaton Moffitt, 21 points from 11 goals and 10 assists. Jake Farrell, 15 points from 7 goals and 8 assists. Liam Powell, 12 points from 6 goals and 6 assists. Grady Fernan, 12 points from 8 goals and 4 assists. Brady Friedman, 11 points from 2 goals and 9 assists. Mason Reed, 10 points, all from assists. Cannon Kaiser, 10 points from 6 goals and 4 assists. Timo Holland, 9 points from a goal and 8 assists. Jake Lipinski, 8 points from 3 goals and 5 assists. Anthony Maltese, 7 points from 3 goals and 4 assists. Robert Longard with 6 points from 3 goals and 3 assists. Cooper Friedman, 4 points from 3 goals and an assist. Luke Pierce, 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. Zeke Landkammer, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Owen Apple, 2 points from goals. Ariane Patnaik with 2 points. Owen Apple with 2 points from assists. Ariane Patnaik, 2 points from goals. And Lucas O'Leary, the only skater without a point to his name. Colin Gower, are his stats still incorrect? Let me just pull up his game log here real quick. Yep, they say he gave up both of those goals to the Outlaws in the 2-0 loss back in October, but I'm pretty sure that second goal was an empty netter. Reese McKenzie, does he have any points? No. Reese McKenzie, her stats should be accurate. 6 games played, all of them starts her record 6-0-0. She's played 252 minutes, goals against average of 2.14, 2 shutouts. She's allowed 12 goals and 96 shots, turned away the other 84. Her save percentage in the regular season so far is .875. Ready to go with the start of this one. Bingston Soundara going to start in goal for Ensworth. Big surprise, Reese McKenzie is going to start in goal for Ravenwood. For this first period, Ravenwood will carry the puck my left to right, Ensworth from my right to left. Game is underway with Ravenwood winning the opening draw, and Liam Powell flips it towards the Ensworth net, and it goes past to the right, to the left of Soundara. Puck coming around the wall to the far side, Powell keeping it in. And Ensworth clear it out. And, offside. Trex Hooper went over the blue line well before Spencer Kern brought the puck in. And Henry Craven's kind of yelling at Trex, why did you do that, man? Why did you not slow down? And that took the first 27 seconds off the clock. Draw is going to be on the dot in front of the Ravenwood bench. And it is won by the Raptors. Owen Apple sending it up the far side. Here's Keaton Moffitt. Left wing side of the Ensworth zone, trying to go to the middle. Passes over. Jake Farrell shot. Stopped by Soundara. Rebound loose in the slot. And it's cleared out by the Ice Tigers. It's going to go for an icing. But Jake Farrell forcing Bingston Soundara to make a save early. Draws to the left of Soundara. Won by the Ice Tigers. Jackson Malleus-Mayer at center. Lost the puck. Then Keaton Moffitt gives it right back. Lucas Tarquin, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. His shot turned away by McKenzie. Puck out in front. Oh, and whiffing on it from right in front of the net, I think was Cravens. No, it was Henry Esser. Brady Friedman with the puck now, sending it up the far side. Jake Farrell will dump it into the Ensworth zone. Picked up by Ensworth. Jackson Malleus-Mayer from center sweeps it into the Ravenwood zone. Ravenwood changed their line. Now Ensworth make a change. Cooper Hill through center. Into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Shot is blocked. Blocked by a stick. Puck out on the far side. Zeke Landkammer from the left half wall. Backhands it back down. It's coming back around to the far side. And Trex Hooper with it at center. Passes off Spencer Kern into the Ravenwood zone. Kern down the slot in front of backhander. I think it just glanced off McKenzie's glove. Now the puck is behind the Ensworth net. Now Kern, the Ravenwood net. Kern comes around to the right wing side. Backhands it over left circle. Trex Hooper pass across, but unable to get to it. I think was Logan Green maybe. I'm not sure who that was. Whoever that is, he has the puck now. It was Logan Campbell, and it knocked away. Now it's back in the Ensworth zone, but then sent back the other way by the Ice Tigers. No icing. Timo Holland will pick it up. Ensworth will make a line change. Holland passes up the near side, intercepted, and brought back into the Ravenwood zone. Jack Studer to the net. Oh, puck got away from him, but McKenzie still had to make a save as it came on goal. Puck was brought in by Beckett Adams, and now Adams knocks down a clearing attempt at center, brings it right back into the left wing side, dumps it to the inboards. Here is Timo Holland. Trying to pass it up the near side, held in Adams at the left point, and again he sends it back down to the inboards. Puck behind the net. Oh, Ravenwood player fell over. Puck comes back up to Adams at the left point. Tried to pass across. Lucas O'Leary deflects it away. Now here's Liam Powell through center. Into the Ensworth zone. To the right wing side, is shot off the stick of Adams and past the net to the left of Soundara. Jack Studer with a puck in his own zone. He'll bring it out. Into the Ravenwood zone, but puck kind of got away from him and he stumbled a bit, and he gives it away to Cannon Kaiser as soon as he crosses the blue line. But then the puck ends up being iced by Brady Friedman. 10-11 left in the first. No goals on the board in this one. It's now 5-2 Brentwood over Indy in the third. Ravenwood with the puck inside their zone, but they give it away. Puck sent around the wall to the near side and out. Emmett Zakos with it at center. Zakos now inside his own zone. And he got knocked down. Here's Jake Lipinski getting pushed down on the right wing side. Now here's Mason Reed trying to go to the slot, and he gets knocked over. Puck cleared out by Ensworth. Now Ensworth with the puck behind the Ravenwood net, but it's knocked away by Friedman. Friedman passing ahead to Mason Reed, who banked it off the skate of Kern. It comes back to Friedman. Friedman brings it into the Ensworth zone, and his shot off a stick and into the netting above the glass. 9-10 left in the first, and still no goals on the board. Draw is going to be to Soundara's left. Ensworth win it. Oh, but Anthony Maltese holds it in at the right point as Hooper tried to knock it up the boards and catch up to it at center. Now it's passed ahead to Hooper at center, and he's on a breakaway down the Ravenwood slot. In front of backhander. Stopped by McKenzie! The best player that she's faced on a breakaway so far in this league, and she stoned him. Biggest save she's made this season easily. Puck now in the Ensworth zone on the far side. It's loose, drifting out towards the blue line. Owen Apple held it in, but he gave it away to Spencer Kern. Now here's Hooper, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Stops at the wall, sends it to the front of the net. Owen looked like it went off of Powell in front and past McKenzie to her right. Now the puck taken back at center by Ensworth. Hudson Honeybone try to pass across to Kern. Comes off the boards, he has it. Backhands it over, Jack Stooner in front, a soft backhander. Stopped it in the rebound. Backhanded through the crease. Those two shots were from Henry Cravens. Mason Reed banks it off the near side boards, and I don't know why Grady Fernan didn't go after that standing at the Ensworth blue line. He let it go past him for an icing. 7:36 to go in the first. Still no goals on the board. Draw to the right of McKenzie. At the end boards, nobody really with control of it yet. Now it comes out to the near side. Robert Longer trying to clear. Held in Honeybone at the left point. Here's Jack Stooner. Turning and shooting it, and hit off some skates. Went past the net to the right of McKenzie. Now it comes out to the near side. Held in. Honeybone shot through traffic. Gloved and held on to by McKenzie. Or did it go off or and out? I think it went off or and into the netting above the glass. Still. 7:02 to go in the first. Still no goals on the board. Oh, no. They're going to say that went out off an Ensworth stick. So they're going to drop it outside the zone on the dot across from the Ravenwood bench. Puck in the Ensworth zone. Cooper Hill had it knocked away. They've got to keep an eye on him at all times because he could be the difference maker if this is a goalie affair. As at the other end, Lucas Tarquin with a shot that goes off the right leg pad of McKenzie. And Ravenwood are going to end up icing the puck. 6:31 to go in the first. No goals on the board. Ensworth out shooting Ravenwood 8-1. Of course, last month it was Summit that did the bullying to Ensworth. Right now, it's Ensworth bullying Ravenwood. Draws to the right of McKenzie. One by Ensworth. Here's Beckett Adams. Puck in the left wing corner. Now Spencer Kern around the back of the net out to the right wing side. Puck held in at the right point by Emmett Zakos. Tried to send it down the wall. Went off, and Ravenwood player went to the middle lane, and it's cleared out. Now here's Keaton Moffitt, right wing side of the Ensworth zone, and the puck knocked away. Sent back the other way by Brady Friedman. And Jake Farrell shoots it on goal from center. Stopped by Soundara. Just the second shot on goal of the game for Ravenwood. Now the puck is back in the Ensworth zone. Ensworth trying to clear. Cannon Kaiser holds it in. And the Ice Tigers have it now. Here's Logan Campbell. Right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, shoots it past the net to the right of McKenzie. Actually went through the top right corner of the crease. Really not close enough to go in. Puck out at center now. Kaiser with it. Ensworth trying to dig it out. Reed with it. Passing it over to the far side, and Powell. Powell will dump it in the Ensworth zone. Actually hit one of the linesmen, so it didn't go down the wall. Reed holding it in just above the left point, or just below the left point. And Ensworth trying to fight it out. Held in by Powell. His shot from the blue line right to the center point. Gloved and held on to by Soundara. 4:42 to go in the first, and still no goals on the board. Ensworth playing really good defense against this Ravenwood team. Brentwood now leading Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian 6-2 in the third. Draws to the right of Soundara, run by Ravenwood, and a shot, I think, from Liam Powell to be turned away. Puck comes out to the left point. Here's a shot, Timo Holland. Stopped and covered up by Soundara again. Ravenwood starting to pick up steam offensively a little bit. NBA leading Franklin 1-0 in the first. Ensworth won the draw, but the puck taken away by Ravenwood, and then two shots from Mason Reed were both stopped by Soundara. And now Soundara trying to cover up the puck at the right-hand side of the net, and he does. Ensworth won the draw, but they lost the puck, and Mason Reed got off two shots in about a span of a second. Soundara stopped them both. Draw's going to be to his right again. See who has the goal for MBA. It is Matthew Moore, according to the game sheet. Again, if MBA just tie Franklin, they'll clinch a Preds Cup berth. Draw one by Ravenwood. Hold on shot from the left point blocked. Now Liam Powell sending it past the net from the left point. Cooper Hill behind the net, tussling with an Ensworth player. I'm not sure who it is just yet. It's Hudson Honeybone putting the shoulder in there like a good defenseman should. Here's Reed coming around to the right wing side, trying to send it to the front of the net. It was blocked. Ensworth can't get the puck out of their zone. Mason Reed keeps it alive at the blue line. Sends it back down low. Here's Honeybone behind his own net. Somebody didn't have a stick. It's Soundara. Soundara didn't have a stick. It's behind the net. Ensworth finally get the puck out of their zone. Timo Holland with a nice hit on Henry Cravens at center. Oh, but he's going to be sent to the box. They're going to call Holland for roughing, so Ensworth get the first power play of the game. No goals on the board. 3:22 to go in the first period. Draws to the right of McKenzie. Won by Ravenwood. Brought out to center by Keaton Moffitt. Ensworth take it back. Henry Esser, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Drops it up to the right point. Passed over top of the left circle, and Cravens out high to Beckett Adams. Tried to fire it over to the right wing side, and Jackson Myers-Mayer. Puck comes around to the left wing corner. Cravens passes up to the left point. Adams backhands it back over to Cravens. Cravens shot in the top of the left circle. Stopped by McKenzie. And the puck cleared out by the Raptors. Soundara leaves it for Adams. Beckett Adams. Passing it up the far side. It's deflected into the Ravenwood zone by Henry Esser. It's out on the near side boards. Big battle for it. Keaton Moffitt in there. Cravens comes out with it. Henry Cravens moving over to the right circle, hands it off. Now it's passed out to the center point. Back at Adams. Adams trying to send it to the front of the net. Here's a shot. Stopped by McKenzie, and then the rebound sent past the net right across her face. That was Lucas Tarquin with the initial shot. Puck cleared out by Ravenwood. 45 seconds left in the power play for the Ice Tigers. Here's Trex Hooper. Backhanding the puck into the Ravenwood zone. It comes around the wall to the far side. Puck in the right wing corner. Cooper Hill. Left it behind him. Under 30 seconds left of the power play. Oh, and then Hill falls over. Here's a backhander. Stop by McKenzie on Spencer Kern. Now Weston Herringer at the right point. Now Logan Campbell sending it down into the right wing corner. Hooper with it now. Drop back down to the right wing corner again for Kern. Kern knocked into the boards by Owen Apple. Penalty time against Ravenwood is up there back at even strength. Puck behind their net. And it's cleared out by the Raptors. It's on goal, so Sandara has to make the stop. Now here's Hudson Honeybone through center. Back into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Gets up a shot. Stopped and held on to by McKenzie. We've entered the final minute of the first. 56 seconds exactly left in the first. Still no goals on the board. It's now 2-0 NBA over Franklin. Matthew Moore with both of their goals according to the game sheet. And Brentwood now leading Independence 7-3 in the third. Draw was to McKenzie's right. It's out on the far side. Ravenwood tried to clear, held in by Ensworth. Taken back by the Raptors and cleared out on this occasion. Heath Hudi knocked down right at center. Henry Cravens brings the puck back into the Ravenwood zone, backhands it to the inboards. 30 seconds left in the first. As puck is going to be iced by Anthony Maltese right from his own inboards. 22.9 seconds to go in the first. Still zip, zip. So if this game ends in a tie or Ensworth win, they will win the GNASH Cup regular season championship and be the 1 seed for the Predators Cup. Draws to the right of McKenzie, won by Ensworth, and a shot right off the draw by Emmett Zakos goes past the net to her left. Puck out at center. Grady Fernan. Right wing side of the Ensworth zone trying to cross. The puck knocked away and cleared out on the back check, I think, by Henry Cravens. Now it's brought back into the Ravenwood zone. Lucas Tarquin had it tapped away, cleared out by Grady Fernan, and that is it for the first. Looks like we got ourselves a goaltending battle brewing. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb and Ravenwood tied at 0 at the end of 1. Ready to go with the start of the second period. Bingston Soundara still in goal for Ensworth. Reese McKenzie still in goal for Ravenwood for the second period. Ensworth will carry the puck from my left to right, Ravenwood from my right to left. Draw one by Ensworth. Here's Spencer Kern. Shot went off a skate past the Ravenwood net to the right of McKenzie. Passed out to the right point. Henry Craven shot off the glove of McKenzie into the netting above the glass. That was a rising shot. Like a fast pitch, softball pitcher's rising fastball. McKenzie was up to the task that time. Draw was to the left of McKenzie. Puck came her way. She had to knock it away from the front of the net. Now puck out at center. Here's Jake Lipinski into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Shot blocked. Spencer Kern with a puck now. Beckett Adams trying to send it up the far side. Trex Hooper will clear. Trickles back into the Ravenwood zone, caught up to by Zeke Landkammer. And an interception at center. Anthony Maltese gives the puck away. Here's Trex Hooper, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Tried to pass to the center point to Spencer Kern. It was slowed up by a stick. Now it's back in the Ensworth zone. Put out in front for Reed, and he whiffs on it. Now here's Jackson Malleus-Mayer, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone. His shot misses the net to the right of McKenzie. Here's Brady Friedman bringing the puck out to center. Dumps it into the Ensworth zone. Comes to the front of the net. Shoveled away by Soundara. Friedman with it again. Passes off to the side. A one-timer from Farrell. Off the left leg pad of Soundara. Here's Brady Friedman holding it in at the right point. Sending it down low to Farrell. Gets a push by Hudson Honeybone. Now here's Grady Fernan. Passing up to the left point. Owen Apple. Apple's shot. Blocked in traffic. Farrell puts it out in front. Into the skates of Honeybone. And they score! It went into the skates of Honeybone. Came to the left-hand side of the net. Fernan pushed it through the crease, and it's knocked in by Keaton Moffitt. And it's 1-0. Ravenwood with 11:42 to go in the second. Puck went out in front, hit the skates of Honeybone. Fernan was there to pass it over to Moffitt, who knocks it in to give the Raptors the lead. Puck in the Ensworth zone again. Soundara leaves it near the right wing corner for Beckett Adams, who tried to clear it out, but Brady Friedman raced in and knocked it back down low when it was still on the blue line. Here's Cooper Hill. Hill comes out in front. Oh, he lost the puck. Here's Jack Stooner. Over Charlie Bonnert. Bonnert shot in the left wing side of the Ravenwood zone, blocked by the back-checking Brady Friedman. Now here's Hill. Passing it off. Friedman got off a shot that hit the outside of the post to the left of Soundara, who then got knocked down by Hill, who's going to go to the box for it. Hill comes in and knocks Soundara down, and I think he's going to go to the box for goaltender interference. Yes. So Ensworth returned to the power play down 1-0 with 10:36 to go in the second. NBA now leading Franklin 4-0. That game is in the second. Brentwood have beaten Indy 7-3. So Brentwood finished the regular season with 4 wins, 10 losses, and a tie. Draws to the left of McKenzie. Won by Ensworth. Hudson Honeybone. Right point. Jack Stuner now at the end boards. Behind the net. Passing out to the far side. Here's Hudson Honeybone. The center point. Now there's a one-timer in the left circle. Stopped by McKenzie. Rebound by Hooper. I think it was stopped too. Now here's Spitzer. Kern shot, score! Kern goes to the right circle. Fires it into the back of the net. McKenzie was screened. Ensworth converting the power play, and it's 1-1 with 10:09 to go in the second. Here's Hudson Honeybone, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. His shot, just bounced past McKenzie and to the left of the net. There's Grady Fernan. Passing it off, Jake Farrell in front of backhander. Stopped by Soundara. Farrell has been the most dangerous player for Ravenwood in this one so far. The puck turned back over to Ravenwood, and a shot from Farrell on the left wing boards, gloved and held onto by Soundara. 9:24 to go in the second. Game tied at 1. Indy losing 7-3. Barrett Teasdale and Landrick Majewski with senior night goals for the Eagles. Draws to Soundara's right. Won by Ensworth. Puck out on the far side. Here's Beckett Adams flipping it through the air and back into the Ravenwood zone for an icing. Draws to the left of Soundara, won by Ravenwood. Shot in the right point, turned away by Soundara. That shot came from Anthony Maltese. They try and clear the puck out, held in at the left point by Zeke Landcamer. Sent around the wall to the far side, held in by Maltese. Passes over to the left wing side, left point, and Landcamer drops it down the wall. Clearing attempt hits Mason Reed. Here's Liam Powell trying to put it in front for Cooper Hill. It was too hard. Now it's at the end boards. Now on the far side, Reed. Putting it behind the net for Powell. Powell trying to put it out in front for Hill. It was kind of too far away. Reed with it now. Backhanding it down to the right wing corner. And Powell, but it got away from him. It's behind the net. And Ensworth will clear. And this will be another icing against the Ice Tigers. With 8:15 to go in the second of the game, tied at 1. Draws to the left of Soundara again. Won by Ensworth. Is it cleared down ice, but icing waved off because Owen Apple and Trex Hooper got into a foot race for it. Here's Liam Powell trying to clear it out. Intercepted, held in. Spencer Kern, the slaughter shot, score! Kern carries it to the slot. And it looked like Logan Campbell may have deflected it in from in front. He was right in front of the net, and the puck redirected into the roof. But Kern is leading the fist bump parade, so I assume it's his goal. And it's 2-1 Ensworth with 7:51 to go in the second. Here's Spencer Kern again, moving it, a goal shot, score! Kern moves right to the left-hand side of the net and fires it into the back of the net, and he has a hat trick. His third goal comes 16 seconds after his second. And it's 3-1 Ensworth with 7:35 to go in the second. And I realized I was giving the Ensworth goals to Ravenwood there. And Ravenwood are calling timeout. And might we see a goaltending switch here, or is James Gately just going to read them the riot act? Because they went up 1-0 early on in this second, but now the game has gotten away from them. As Ensworth have scored 3 times now, and now they've scored twice in a span of 15 seconds. Reese McKenzie will stay in goal. So obviously James Gately telling the Ravenwood skaters they got to do better for her. Draws right at center since we're coming off a goal. And Ensworth win the draw. Puck sent the other way by the Raptors. No icing because it went right past the skates of, I think that's Heath Hudi. Or is it Honeybone? No, it's Honeybone. The puck comes to the front of the net. Moffitt was right there, but Soundora dives on top of it, covering it with his chest. Draw's going to be to Soundora's right. One by Ravenwood, shot from Farrell. I think he either hit the outside of the right-hand side of the net or it was stopped by Soundora. It's kind of hard to tell. Ensworth with a puck. Here's Henry Cravens. Ahead to Lucas Tarquin. Tarquin with it in the Ravenwood zone, and it knocked away and cleared out. Now here's Keaton Moffitt, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Ensworth zone, trying to send it to the slot for Farrell. It was tapped away from him. Now here's Hudson Honeybone. Back into the Ravenwood zone. Left circle shot, gloved and held on to by McKenzie. 6:36 left in the second. 3-1 Ensworth. Draw to the right of McKenzie. I'm not really sure what the holdup is here. We got some Ravenwood players gathered at the bench talking with, I think it's Tim McAllister. Yeah, it is Tim. He's leaning over the door and giving them some extra coaching. Draw one by the Raptors. Cooper Hill out at center. Looked like he may have been hooked, but no arms in the air. Here is Jackson Matthews-Mayer closing in on goal. This shot stopped by McKenzie, and she covers. Draws to McKenzie's left. Puck out at center. Here's Mason Reed. Reed into the Ensworth zone. Passes over right wing side. A shot from Hill misses the net. Held in Liam Powell. Sending it down low towards Hill, who's behind the net. Trying to pass out to the right wing side. Trex Hooper pokes it away and clears it. Here's Zeke Landkammer sending it back the other way, but it's intercepted at center by Beckett Adams. Brings it back into the Ravenwood zone. Lightly shoots it past the net to the right of McKenzie. Puck was cleared out, but brought back in. Logan Campbell trying to put it out in front with a no-look backhand pass between his legs, trying to get it out in front for Kern. And the puck again held in, carried down. Left wing side by Weston Herringer. Shot stopped and covered up by McKenzie. 4:59 to go in the second. Still 3-1 Ensworth. I'm looking at the game sheet for NBA Franklin. Franklin, please tell me that you are not out shooting NBA 11-7 and losing 4-0. Please tell me that the person operating the game sheet in that game is merely not updating it with every shot. Draws to the right of McKenzie. Here is Brady Friedman carrying it into the Ensworth zone. Poked away from him. Cooper Friedman, little brother, holding it in. Now Robert Longard passing out to the right point over the puck. Chopped away from Brady Friedman. Now here's Charlie Bonner in the Ravenwood zone. His shot takes a deflection. Still came on goal. McKenzie had to knock it away. It went off the stick of Apple as Ravenwood iced the puck. 4:29 to go in the second. Still 3-1 Ensworth. Draws to the right of McKenzie. Draw was won by Ensworth. Shot was blocked. Puck out at center. Owen Apple sends it into the Ensworth zone. It's sent the other way by the Ice Tigers. Puck back in the Ensworth zone, but it was right at the blue line, cleared out by Clayton Forbes. Will Copeland will dump it into the Ravenwood zone. And a pass ahead at center, intercepted Henry Cravens. Brings it back to the Ravenwood zone. Slap shot right over the net. Right when he was going down the slot, too, or starting to go down the slot. And Ravenwood iced the puck. 3:28 left in the second. Still 3-1. Ensworth. GNASH President Kevin Hagan is here, and the GNASH Cup is in the building. And again, it will go home. If this score holds up, it will go home with Ensworth, or even if Ravenwood get it back to 3-3 and it ends that way, it will go home with Ensworth. Draw is to the left of McKenzie. Oh, puck put out in front and off the stick of Lucas Tarquin. Couldn't get enough of an angle for a redirect. Puck out on the far side, cleared out. Picked up Cooper Hill, leading a 2-on-1. Is it Hill or is it Fernan? Passes over Mason Reed. Oh, the puck went past him. It was Hill. Now Hill with the puck on the left wing side. Try to go across to Liam Powell. Liam Powell. Oh, I gotta stop the anecdote because Cooper Hill took a shot that missed the net. Hill now out on the far side. Dropping the puck behind the net. Here's Cannon Kaiser being pinned against the inboards. Powell puts it out in front. Gets off a shot from the left circle. Gloved and held on to by Soundara. 2:32 left in the second. Still 3-1 Ensworth. Ravenwood are wearing the home whites tonight. And Liam Powell forgot his jersey because he is wearing his practice jersey with his number electrical tape to the back. And the 7 is barely hanging on at this point. It's taped like how a NASCAR car has its number taped on the door after it's been in a big wreck. And the paint's been scraped all to hell. One time, oh, Timo Holland broke his stick, top of the right circle. Here's Logan Campbell, right wing side, drops it back. Trex Hooper shot, misses the net to the right of McKenzie. Here's Mason Reed, right wing side of the Ensworth zone, puts it in front. Powell backhands it wide to the left of Soundara. Here's Logan Campbell back into the Ravenwood zone, but he runs into Owen Apple, loses the puck. It came on goal. McKenzie had to stop and cover. Minute 49 left in the second, still 3-1 Ensworth. Draw to the left of McKenzie. Puck out at center. Jake Farrell had it poked away by Beckett Adams. Farrell does gather it in and dumps it into the Ensworth zone. It's behind the net. Soundara backhands it around to the near side. Will Copeland clears it out. Now here's Heath Hudie taking a bump from Zeke Landcamer. Passing the puck ahead, trying to get it ahead to Keaton Moffitt or Jake Farrell. It splits them and goes for an icing. Draw was to the right of McKenzie, won by Ravenwood, but given right away to Ensworth. And the puck sent to the right-hand side of the net where McKenzie stops and covers. Draws to McKenzie's right. Won by Ensworth. Poked away by the Raptors, but held into the blue line and fired to the right wing corner by Adams. Final minute of the second. Robert Longer trying to carry the puck out to center, and it does just slide over the line and out. Ensworth have possession again. And puck dumped back into the Ravenwood zone, but whoever did it for Ensworth was just behind the red line, so it's called an icing. 40.5 seconds to go. Still 3-1 Ensworth. Draw was to left of Soundara. It's out on the near side. Now Cooper Hill around the back of the net. 20 seconds left in the second. Puck put out in front. Ooh, and off the skate of, looked like Cravens. Yes, it was Cravens. And Ensworth player tried to send it up the near side at center to Jackson Malleus-Mayer. The puck went into the bleachers. Draw is to Soundara's right. Won by Ensworth. Here's Henry Cravens through center. The puck poked away. Here's Mason Reed. And the Ensworth zone, a shot blockered away by Soundara, and that's it for the second. Keaton Moffitt scored the opening goal early, but then Spencer Kern with a hat trick, including 2 goals 16 seconds apart. And Ensworth are 14 minutes away from winning the GNASH Cup regular season championship, leading Ravenwood 3-1 after 2. Ready to start the third and final period of this one. Reese McKenzie still in goal for Ravenwood. Bingston Soundara still in goal for Ensworth. For this third and final period, Ravenwood will carry the puck from my left to right, Ensworth from my right to left. Can Ravenwood come back and win this game? It's the only way they can stay in the GNASH Cup race. If they lose, or even if they manage to come back, tie it 3-3, and it ends that way, Ensworth go home with a trophy. Here's Mason Reed into the Ensworth zone. Nice back checking by Henry Cravens to knock the puck away. Puck cleared out by the Ice Tigers. Here's Timo Holland. Intercepted by Hudson Honeybone. Now here's Spencer Kern, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, passing up to the right point, Honeybone. Honeybone over to Cravens, top of the left circle, one-timer turned away by McKenzie. And she did have to move a bit to her right to knock that away, but she got there in time. Puck sent back into the Ensworth zone. Here's Trex Hooper now in the Ravenwood zone in the slot. Puck knocked away from him. Cleared out. Now Grady Fernan at center. Back in the Ensworth zone. Given away. Ice Tigers trying to get it out. It's on the far side. Liam Powell with the intercept. Powell, almost falls over. and then runs into Spencer Kern, loses the puck. Here's Trex Hooper back in the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Good back checking by Owen Apple to keep him to the outside. Puck comes up to the blue line. Oh, but Forbes couldn't hold it in. Now here's Liam Powell, right wing side of the Ensworth zone. Pushed into the boards. And up. Cross-ice pass attempt intercepted by Henry Esser, but it dies on the blue line, and that allows Brady Freeman to keep the puck in and get off a shot that misses the net. Here's Jackson Malleus-Mayer, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone, flips it to the front of the net, knocked away by McKenzie. No rebound there for Lucas Tarquin. Now there's Owen Apple out at center. Back into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Tried to pass across. Now there's Jackson Malleus-Mayer. Sending it back into the Ravenwood zone. Puck cleared out. Beckett Adams having to stop at the blue line and wait for, I think it was Esser maybe to get back on side. Puck in the Ravenwood zone now, though. Near the left wing corner, here's Charlie Bonnert coming out in front. Shot stopped by McKenzie. She tried to cover up the rebound. It ended up going behind the net. He came right out to the right-hand side of the net and forced her to make a save. Puck now back in the Ensworth zone, but the Ice Tigers are going to clear it out. It's back in the Ravenwood end. Robert Longard. Now Jake Lipinski. Back into the Ensworth zone, left wing side. Moving it past a few defenders. Gets off a soft backhander that's off the right leg pad of Soundara. Puck held into the blue line by Zeke Landcamer, but then taken back by the Ice Tigers and cleared out. Just slid out over the blue line. Here's Logan Campbell handing the puck off Spencer Kern into the Ravenwood zone. It had it poked away, and then Trex Hooper right behind him backhands it over the net from the slot. Here's Jake Lipinski ahead to Anthony Maltese. Maltese out at center. Pass across Hill off his skates. Into the Ensworth zone it goes. Hudson Honeybone comes in, takes the puck away. Sends the puck up the near side. Trex Hooper, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone, decides to dump the puck. Puck out on the far side. Here's Mason Reed. Sending it ahead. Hill, and it poked away by Henry Cravens. Reed takes it back over, then he coughs it up to Hooper. But then Reed took it off Hooper inside the Ensworth zone, but couldn't get control. Now Hill with it. Hill had it poked away. Now here's Spencer Kern at center. Back into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Puck knocked away from him. Came out in front and unable to get his stick on it was Campbell. The puck sent back into the Ravenwood zone, Ensworth zone, picked up by the Ice Tigers. Passed up the far side. Oh, and it misses Henry Esser and goes for an icing. And that's the first whistle of the third. We just played the first 5 minutes and 38 seconds of the third without a whistle. Still 4-0 NBA over Franklin. That game is in the third. That game might finish before this one because we had a lot of stop and starts the second half of the second period in this one. Puck out at center. Grady Fernan hands it off. Jake Farrell, it poked away right inside the Ensworth slot. Clearing attempt held in Cannon Kaiser. Kaiser. Oh, knocked into the inboards by Weston Herringer. Caused him to lose the puck. Here's Jackson Malleus-Mayer, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Shot over the net. Now here's Moffitt. Passing across Fernan, right wing side of the Ensworth zone. Could not get around the back checker. I think it was, I'm not sure who that was back checking as Ensworth ended up icing the puck. I think it was Lucas Tarquin on the back check. 7:32 to go, still 3-1 Ensworth. Draw to the left of Soundara. A one by Ravenwood, and Liam Powell scores. Powell pushed the puck towards the front of the net, jumped on it, and rips it in. And it's 3-2 Ensworth with 7:30 to go. Draw one by Ravenwood. But Ensworth have it at center now. Spencer Kern into the Ravenwood zone. Had the puck poked away. It goes into the left wing corner. Kern bumps into Hooper going after the puck, and Hooper went down. Now here's Cooper Hill to center. Hill into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Holds in the slot. Waiting too long to shoot. Tried to go down the side of the puck, knocked away. Hooper with it now. Backhands it over to Logan Campbell out at center, and Hooper shoots it on goal from center. McKenzie gloves and drops it. And Brady Freeman firing the puck up the far side, trying to get it to, I think, Mason Reed. Was deflected by an Ensworth stick, ends up in the Ravenwood zone. There's a shot from Liam Powell in the right circle, stopped by Soundara. Reed. Now Brady Freeman at the right point, trying to send it to the front of the net. It's kicked out of the zone by Lucas Tarquin. Now Jack Stooner, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, sends it to the front of the net. Stopped and covered up by McKenzie. 6:17 to go. Still 3-2 Ensworth. Draw to the left of McKenzie, one by Ensworth, and a shot in the right point. Misses the net well to her right, goes into the left wing corner. Now the puck's at center. Ensworth get it back, send it back into the Ravenwood zone. Now Cooper Friedman with it. Into the Ensworth zone, shot in the left wing, blocked. Puck ends up in the left wing corner. And it's cleared out by the Ice Tigers. Here's Robert Longard. Back into the Ensworth zone. Ooh! Sent it to the slot, and it deflects off of Emmett Zakos. Comes on goal. Bingston Soundara has the glove and hang on to it to keep a strange one from bouncing in and keep Ensworth up 3-2 with 5:42 to go. Draws to the left of Soundara. One by Ravenwood, shot from Anthony Maltese, blocked and cleared out. It's in the Ensworth zone. Ravenwood zone, cleared out by Zeke Landcamer. Now it's back in the Ensworth end. And brought out by the Ice Tigers again. Trex Hooper, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Dumps it behind the net. Here's Beckett Adams. Sending it down the left wing boards. Hooper comes out to the left wing side. Hooper decides to backhand it down the wall towards the inboards. Jake Farrell beats Logan Campbell to it. Banks it off the boards and out to center. Sent back in by Hooper. Now here's Grady Fernan. Right wing side of the Ensworth zone, and the puck chopped away. And now Jackson Mayer brings it back into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Now here's Cooper Hill back into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Puck sent around to the far side. Held in by Ravenwood, taken back by Ensworth, and whoever it was for Ensworth flipped the puck through the air. It just went underneath a rafter beam and didn't touch it. Will Copeland, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, getting off a shot. Gloved and held on to by McKenzie. 3:51 to go, still 3-2 Ensworth. If Ensworth win this game, they'll finish the regular season with 28 points from 13 wins and 2 ties. If the game ends in a tie, they'll finish with 27 points from 12 wins and 3 ties. Ravenwood could not catch either point total. Draw to the left of Soundara, to the McKenzie, won by Ensworth. The shot misses the net to her right from the right point. Here's Liam Powell. He's going to end up icing the puck. Yep. It started to dribble, but it had enough momentum to get over the line. I thought Mason Reed was going to catch up to it, but it did have just enough momentum to go over the line, the goal line. Draws to McKenzie's right. One by Ensworth, a shot from the left point, and Hudson Honeybone went off a Ravenwood skate. Puck comes out to the right point. Henry Esser shot stopped by McKenzie, who didn't know where the rebound was for a second. Had to be cleared away from the front of the net. Now here's Liam Powell, left wing side of the Ensworth zone. Try to pass across to Cooper Hill. It comes to him, put in front for, who is that? Is that Reed? Yes, it is. Is it Reed or is it Moffitt? Whoever it was just stoned cold by Soundara. Point blank, it was Reed. Mason Reed, by the way, still looking for his first GNASH goal. .307 to go, still 3-2. Ensworth draws to the right of Soundara. Draw one by Ravenwood. Here's Brady Friedman carrying it down the left wing. Around the back of the net, and the puck knocked away. And Logan Campbell will clear. Knocked down at center by Owen Apple, but then slapped into the Ravenwood zone by Spencer Kern. Puck out in the right wing corner. Puck sent to center, but intercepted by Hudson Honeybone, and he sends it right back into the Ravenwood zone. Now stretch pass up the near side, intercepted Honeybone. Back in the Ravenwood zone, left wing side, a shot. McKenzie got a piece of it and went past the net to her left. And Ensworth keep the puck in the zone for a moment. Now it's brought back in by Malleus Mayer. Taken away and cleared out by the Raptors. It's going to die before it gets past the goal line, and Clayton Forbes opted to see if it would slide over, but it clearly died and had to keep the puck away from Mason Reed. Shot from the left point by Owen Apple, misses the net to the left of Soundara. Powell keeps the puck alive at the blue line, sends it into the left wing corner. It's behind the net, Hill. Backhands it over to Brady Friedman. The net for Ravenwood is empty. They have the extra attacker on the ice. Grady Fernan trying to put the puck in front, intercepted and cleared out by the Ice Tigers. Here's Brady Friedman. Sending it back into the Ensworth zone. It's immediately cleared out. Cooper Hill hands it off Powell, right wing side of the Ensworth zone. Powell tried to put it out in front. It was broken up. Big battle for the puck in the left wing corner. Put that in front. Friedman over the stop by Soundora. Stretched out the left leg pad and made a toe save. Now he's here for the slot. Shot stop at Soundora. Rebound. Oh, and Powell missed the net with him well out of position. Oh my goodness. High slide apple shot. Turned away by Soundora. We're inside the final minute of the game and potentially the GNASH Cup race. Here's Trix Hooper into the Ravenwood zone. Gets the puck in. And the puck, stretch pass intercepted by Beckett Adams. Now Mason Reed from his own zone sending it up the far side. Grady Fernan, left wing side of the Ensworth zone. Shot misses the net. Rebound Hill. Whiffed on it. Ensworth clear it out. And it's going to die before the goal line, and time runs out. And the Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb Ice Tigers of the 2024-2025 GNASH Cup regular season champions, and they'll be the 1 seed for the Predators Cup. They win 3-2. Ravenwood with a flurry with about 50 seconds left, and Bingston Soundora tapping into God mode, making some incredible saves. But again, even if Ravenwood had tied the game and it finished that way, Ensworth still would have won the title. It is the first GNASH Cup ever for Ensworth, Nolensville, and Lipscomb. Those 3 schools have never won the GNASH Cup before. Montgomery Bell had beaten Franklin 4-0. MBA, welcome to the Predators Cup. 6 of the 8 berths have been clinched. 2 are left. Kevin Hagan down on the ice with the GNASH Cup, ready to present it to Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb. Who's going to take it? Oh, they're going to huddle up first and do a little. I think Tim McAllister's telling them, hey, boys, we got a bigger title out there we want to get, but we want to keep. And they're going to decide to leave the trophy atop the dasher board of the bench that they were on. They're going to take a picture with it. So Ensworth finished the regular season with a final record of 13 wins, no losses, and 2 ties. And they are the 2024-2025 GNASH Cup regular season champions. So the goal scorers in this one for Ravenwood, Keaton Moffitt and Liam Powell, while Spencer Kern had a hat trick for Ensworth. He scored all three of their goals, and he is our player of the game as Ensworth win this one 3-2, and they are taking the GNASH Cup regular season championship home with them. And here's the thing. The number of teams that have won all three trophies over the last decade has grown. GNASH Cup, Preds Cup, Hein Cup. 3 seasons ago in 2022, Ensworth, as Nolensville-Lipscomb, got to the Henry Hein Cup final, but they came out of the losers bracket, so they would have had to force the if necessary game against Station Camp Summit Page. Unfortunately for them, Station Camp won in overtime to win the Hein Cup. So Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb still have a Hein Cup missing on their shelf, but Preds Cup is a far bigger prize anyway. And so is the GNASH Cup. So the night in GNASH is done, all 5 games. As we come back from the holiday break, the final scores. Let's go over them for you. Station Camp Liberty Creek beat JP2MLK 6-4. Father Ryan with a senior night win over Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill, 4-3 the final there. Brentwood spoil Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian senior night, winning 7-3 as the Bruins finished the regular season. Montgomery Bell Academy beat Franklin 4-0 to clinch a Predators Cup berth. And just now, Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb defeat Ravenwood 3-2 to claim the 2024-2025 GNASH Cup regular season championship and the Predators Cup 1 seed. And that is the first playoff seed that's been clinched, by the way, in either tournament. So here are the standings with tonight's games in the books. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb win the GNASH Cup regular season championship, finishing the season with a record of 13 wins, no losses, and 2 ties. Ravenwood, after losing tonight, now 10-2-1. Hendersonville beats Lawson 9-3-1. JP2MLK and Franklin both 9-4-0 after losing tonight. Montgomery Bell now 8-3-2 after the win tonight. Summit Page still just 1 point away from clinching a Preds Cup berth. They are 7-3-1. The Outlaws and Station Camp Liberty Creek both 6-6-2, but Station Camp Liberty Creek on the tiebreaker goal differential are ahead of the Outlaws. Father Ryan jumping into 10th tonight after winning 5-8-1. Rutherford Rampage 5-9-0. They're not playing their last game of the regular season until 2 weeks from tonight against Hendersonville. So the last time they played was December 9th. Yeah, 9th. So they're going to have 16th, 23rd, 30th, 6th, 13th, 20th, 27th. Wow, 7 weeks between their last 2 games of the regular season. Brentwood finished the regular season 4-10-1. Centennial FRA 4-9-0. Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian 3-9-1 after losing tonight. Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 1-10-2 after losing tonight. The Montgomery County Rangers still have a shot at the Hein Cup 7 seed. They are 0-13-0. Schedule for the rest of this week. Wednesday night, all games at Centennial. Rink A at 7:10. Independence BA USN Nashville Christian taking on the Montgomery County Rangers. If the Indy win that game or it ends in a tie, the Rangers will be the 8th seed for the Hein Cup. 8:30 on Rink B. Crucial game for the Outlaws now as they finish the regular season taking on Centennial FRA. It's senior night for the Cougars, which means the Outlaws are going to face Drew Stratton in goal. The Outlaws, a win or even a tie might make them feel better. Again, if they lose that game by 6 goals, then they will be playing in the Henry Hein Cup because they will be too far behind on the tiebreaker goal differential. 8:45 on Rink A. JP2MLK taking on Henderson Beach Lawson. Something really cool is happening with this game. For the first time ever, a pair of GNASH rivals are putting a trophy on the line for their regular season meeting. JP2MLK and Hendersonville Beach Lawson are playing for the Rock Island Cup. I'm going to be doing that game. Special pregame time of 8:35, face-off around 8:45. They say they might try to start earlier if the game between Indy and the Rangers ends earlier, and it might because it's a game with the Rangers in it. Now, if that game ends in a tie, it will officially go down as a tie in the GNASH record book, but they will have a shootout to determine who wins the Rock Island Cup. And again, this is the first time ever that GNASH rivals are putting a regular season trophy on the line. Ravenwood and Brentwood hadn't even done that. And Thursday, Franklin taking on Summit Page at 8:30 on the North Rink in Antioch. Wow. What a night in GNASH. The race for the last Preds Cup spot is still very much alive. The race for the High Cup 1 seed is over because whichever one of those now 3 teams, Summit, the Outlaws, or Station Camp, who don't get into the Preds Cup will be the High Cup 1 seed as a consolation. And Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb beat Ravenwood 3-2 to win the GNASH Cup regular season championship. Congratulations to Tim McAllister and the Ice Tigers on winning the GNASH Cup. Man, I thought after the way that Summit just... Now, to be fair, Trex Hooper didn't play that game against Summit. So I really don't know if his presence would have made a bigger difference. But I thought after the way they got run all over by Summit and Bingston was the only thing that helped them win that game, I thought Ravenwood were going to run them roughshod. Especially Cooper Hill. But I got to give credit to Ensworth. They watched Cooper Hill like a hawk and hardly let him loose. They watched him like a hawk. And one more thing. Credit to James Gately for not yanking Reese McKenzie after she gave up the 3rd goal. He called timeout and told his skaters, this is on you, it's not on her. By the way, this is Reese McKenzie's first loss. She is now 6-1-0, but she still made 29 saves on 32 shots. Do Ravenwood have a goaltending controversy, maybe? Reese McKenzie might be the best backup in the league. That's not a stretch to say. She might be the best backup in the league. Bingston Soundara made 22 saves on 24 shots, including like 3 incredible ones inside that final minute. I mean, that was just nuts. Okay, it's time for me to wrap this up. Congratulations to Tim McAllister and the Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb Ice Tigers. They are the 2024-2025 GNASH Cup regular season champions, beating Ravenwood tonight 3-2. They finished the regular season with a record of 13-0-2. They will be the Predators Cup 1 seed. They are the first team of any of the 16 in the league to claim a playoff seed for this season. I'm Michael Hackney. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll talk to you Wednesday night at Centennial JP Tulmokay, Hendersonville beats Lawson, playing for the first ever, or playing to determine the first ever winner of the Rock Island Cup. 8:35 pregame, 8:45 face-off. We'll talk to you then. Good night, everybody, from Bellevue, and congratulations to Ensworth.